Hi everyone, Chelsea Ritenour here, your host for Music Talks exclusively on the Armstrong Neighborhood Channel. Today I have with me the duo, Paz and Ukulele Eddie. Hey guys!
Hi.
How are ya?
We're great.
Good, I'm so glad. I'm excited to talk to you, and this is going to be a fun episode because we have a ukulele. Yay. And you guys do some fun music, is what I'm told. So let's go back to the beginning. I like to know who you are as individuals before we dive into the group. So why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself and your musical journey?
Okay. I am from Pittsburgh. I was raised on the north side of Pittsburgh, and I started my musical career with my sister, and I would sing while we were washing dishes and drying dishes. And then later in time, I really wanted a guitar and I wanted to learn how to play. And I'm totally self-taught. And as a matter of fact, the guitar I have today is the original guitar I learned on. Yeah, I've had that since I was 14. And then, the psychedelia came along and I did, I was into the whole, Jimi Hendrix, Led Zeppelin, all that stuff. And then time moved on. I got into country western. I don't know how that happened, but I did. I loved Merle Haggard, Willie Nelson, Dolly Parton, all that stuff. I was into them. Emmylou Harris, big time. But probably my biggest influence were the Beatles. I love the Beatles. They really influenced me in all kinds of ways, mentally, physically, musically. The Beatles were the greatest. The great. They were the great. So, and then, I moved on, eventually joining a band and moving on and moving on. So that's...
And here we are.
And here we are today.
But we'll get to that.
Okay, we'll get to that.
Eddie, tell me about yourself.
Sure. Thank you very much. Hey, everybody. I go by Ed or Eddie. When I was little, I wanted to play an instrument. And so in the third grade, I picked violin. And then my grades were terrible. So I had to not do the violin. And so in fourth grade, I got to pick again. And because I loved Rush and Kiss, I thought, I'm going to play the drums. So especially because of Rush, I remember a childhood drawing I did of Rush, and it was just like drums all the way across from one side to the other, on that large size construction paper. So I studied drums and through grade school and high school, and even in college, I took drum lessons too, and at Pitt, and I actually have a minor in music. So don't ask me what the circle of fifths is anymore, but I knew enough to pass the test. So then, playing through bands and stuff, I decided, it's a little bit hard to take like a set of drums into like your family, get together at Christmas or a coffee shop. So I thought, maybe I'll try out the guitar, and started simple with the ukulele, just 4 strings instead of 6. So it's a little bit easier to handle, and just applied my rhythm knowledge to it. And so that's sort of how I wound up playing ukulele. Still do some drumming, but so I kind of do both things now.
So how many years have you been playing the ukulele then?
Ooh, maybe 9 or 10 or 11, something like that. Okay. Yeah, so a little while.
All
yeah,
right,
yeah,
right.
Right. Yeah.
So how did this duo happen?
Sure. Okay, so my son and I decided to form a band. And it was funny. My son looks nothing like me. He's dark, and it's really funny. We'd say it's like the who are the mother and daughter duo, the country western, Winona and Judd. The Judds. We would always say we're like the Judds. You can't tell the mother from the son. You can't tell them apart. And so we decided to form this band, and we were looking for a drummer. And we had auditions, and there's a knock at the door, and here's Ed smiling from ear to ear, and it was like, oh my goodness. And it was great. He came in, and right off the bat, he had the songs that we gave him on the tape. He had the drums down, and it was like, holy cow. And the name of the band was On Beyond Zebra. We were together for about 10 years. We got pretty far with it. It was very cool. And then, it was like Spinal Tap. Our bass players kept exploding. So, we needed, and it was
bass players.
The bass players, they kept exploding, and it was just like, I can't do this anymore. And we just dissolved the band, but I still wanted to play. And so Ed, Ed and I, this is a little trivia, Ed and I are married. We're husband and wife.
How did I not know this?
Little secret.
How did I not know this?
I don't know.
Okay, cool.
So, we were living together, of course, because they're husband and wife. And, I wanted to do coffee shops. And then, Ed picked up the ukulele and we just started playing together. And he's amazing. He's really amazing. You're amazing.
Oh, shucks.
Yeah.
Aww.
Oh, shucks.
Aww.
So, and because we worked together musically before we were married, it was very easy to just segue into what we're doing now.
Yeah, you already had that music connection, so
Yeah, and we have a lot of respect for each other musically.
Right.
And, it works out really nicely.
Yeah.
And we don't have to go anywhere to rehearse, but that's
right,
really
because
nice.
you're both there.
Right, we're always
That is awesome.
Yeah, it's really
Very, very convenient.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah. Okay, so once again, how many years then has it been that you been doing the duo? Like
10 or 11
10 or 11?
something. Yeah, something
Okay,
like that. Yeah. Yep,
okay.
yep.
So pretty much around the time that you started picking up the ukulele, it was like, hey,
Right. Yeah. Why not? Right.
Let's do this thing.
Right. She was doing the coffee shops. And again, it's hard to take a drum set into a coffee shop,
Right.
so why not the ukulele? A nice, easy load in, go from one extreme to the other, need 10 friends to load in versus just walk in with your little ukulele. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Very cool. Okay. So let's talk about the music that you guys play. You told me it's fun. That's the whole point of it, right?
Right. We do not take ourselves very seriously. I mean, our songs, like there's a couple, it seems like, they're kind of serious. We're really not. We're very silly. We have a good time. At shows, I love seeing people laugh. I never know what I'm going to say. It's not like scripted. It just happens. And Ed, he'll come up with a zinger that it's hysterical. He's really funny. So we just like to have fun. We have audience participation if they want to. If they don't want to, we're like, oh, okay, that's fine. But it's just we love to have fun. We do a lot of mid 60s, 1960s. Remember the 1900s? This is from the 1900s. This music, So mid-century 1900s is. We do like 60s stuff. We do other stuff too. Today we have a handful of 1960s stuff. We have a 70s too.
And some new stuff too.
And some new stuff.
Do a little Green Day too.
Green Day. That's like our most modern piece.
So we got some 90s in there.
90s.
I love the 90s. I'm a child of the 90s. I'm all about it.
Yeah. And
But you can't beat the 60s and 70s. I
No.
mean, the music that comes out of that era is just, it's timeless and it's classic. And I think everybody likes it. So it's perfect, especially I would imagine for the ukulele and then acoustic guitar. So let's talk about how you guys arrange your songs, because how does it work with the ukulele?
we kind of do it as we go, I would say.
Yeah, well, we map out the chords and the song, and then I find usually something that rhythmically kind of complements what Janet's doing. So she kind of picks her pattern and stuff, and she usually lays out the arrangement of the song. So she's our arranger too. Mm-hmm. But I'll pick some rhythms that complement what she does, and try to pay attention to dynamics, soft and loud, and usually works out pretty good. We find some creative things to do, and then she's also like my vocal coach, because I come from like no vocal background, so she helps me sing this here, sing this there, and
So you guys do harmonies too.
that's right.
So
Yeah.
you do the whole thing.
Yeah, if it comes out right.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does.
We go back and forth. Sometimes I have lead, sometimes he has lead, sometimes it's harmony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try to give him as much time as I give myself. I don't want to be a singer hog.
That's awesome. Yeah. So you share the spotlight.
Yeah.
Now, as far as like the ukulele, because I'm pretty much just a singer here. Like I can dabble on the piano, but I don't really play any instruments. You said you're very rhythmic with your playing. Is that something that's typical, or is that something that's unique to your playing style?
It might be unique because sometimes I'll throw in some sextuplets or something like
cool.
that, and
Yeah.
right, and I don't know that many ukulele players do that. Yeah, I'm not.
So you're
wouldn't-
very much still a drummer, even though you're playing the
That's right,
ukulele.
right.
Okay.
I,
All right.
I err on maybe sometimes throwing out too much, so I got to sometimes back off. But it's always it's always neat to get a little bit of interest thrown in there, when there's room for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, still a drummer inside me. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So where can people go to find your material? Give me all the social media spots.
Okay, we are on Facebook. If you go to Facebook, Paz and Eddie, you'll find us there. We're on YouTube. Look up Paz and Ukulele Eddie. We're on there. If you would like to contact us, you can contact us at pazandeddie@gmail.com.
And that's PAZ, correct?
PAZ. That's
One Z.
Peace in Spanish, yes. Being an old hippie.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, I love being a hippie.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
Nothing at all. And my last name's Pazinski, so PAZ, just
It works.
right with it. So anywhere else?
Those are the big ones.
Those are the big ones.
Facebook, Paz and
Yes,
Eddie.
Paz and Eddie. And if you like us, please contact us. We do coffee shops, we do farmers markets, we do private parties, book signings, whatever you need, we are there. We're going to do a football team reunion down at Ogle Bay Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I forget what year, class reunion. I forget what year it is. It's like a long time ago, but it's cool. They like us, so we're happy.
So what do you guys have coming up? You just mentioned that you had told me before we started filming, you're booked for the summer.
Yes,
Why
we
don't
have
you
a
tell
lot
me?
of. Sorry, we have a lot of farmers markets we're going to be doing. We'll be doing farmers markets in Pittsburgh, and we have that going on. We may be doing what's the one thing? For movie night before movies, something like that. We're looking at that, and we do a thing with a local nursing home, which is really nice. I love doing that. That's really fun. And everybody, the one time we did it, we did an Elvis song, and a guy, he left, and we thought, oh, he was tired. He went in. He came out in the full Vegas outfit.
Yeah, right.
It was so cool.
Yeah, it's a fun time.
It was so cool. So, we just, we'll be out and about in Pittsburgh. If you want to know where we're at, please go to our page and you will see where we are.
So you told me you're doing one original tonight,
Yes,
and you have a couple others originals that you've
we
written.
do. We do. We're just sticking to, we planned this. So yes, we do. We have.
So what would you say? Like, how do you go about writing your originals? What's the style that they kind of follow?
Okay, so all of the originals that we do it's not one style or another.
Okay.
The one we're doing today is more like what would you say, surf rock?
Right, surf
can do
rock
that.
might be the best category for the one we're doing today. The original we're doing today.
We have another one. I write things about roller coasters and genies and bingo. I don't do your average, love song stuff. And it hits me. It'll hit me. Like, I'll explain the song we're doing, our original today. It's called Steel Coaster. And how that came about was when they were building the Steel Phantom in Kennywood Park, I was driving by and I saw the hill coming down, and I'm like, "Ooh, baby, you're a real steel coaster." And I went, "Oh my God, that's a song."
That's a song.
So it's kind of a double entendre.
Yeah.
So, but it's very cute. And then one time I have like my own language for my animals. And I think, "Oh, Corina, Torina, Corina, Chucciolini." And he goes, "Chucciolini was a genie." And then I wrote Chucciolini, which was our genie song.
I love it. So it's just whatever feels right. Whatever the vibe is at the moment, and however it turns out, that's what you guys roll with.
Yeah, exactly.
And so it really is just about having a good time
That's right.
and doing the thing.
Oh, can I do my tagline now?
Yes.
We're Paz and Ukulele Eddie, acoustic music with a smile.
It's so cute. It's perfect.
Thank you.
Yes. So other than, your summer season coming up, all the shows that you have, what's in the works for a year from now, 2 years from now? What do you guys plan on doing with this?
Well, we just kind of play it by ear, right? Yeah.
Sure.
What comes our way, we're happy to get. If something doesn't come our way, we'll practice until something does.
It's all about having fun and, no pressure, just have fun and bring a little joy to people's lives, so.
It's perfect. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
Well, guys, before we wrap it up and we get to your set, is there anything else that you'd like to add?
Facebook.com.
Facebook.
Paz and Eddie on Facebook.
Check them out.
Yes,
Check them
please
out.
do.
And if you like them, definitely send them a message or send them an email on their Gmail, which is, I have the card. The Gmail is pazandeddie@gmail.com. You can book them for your private events or whatever you have going on, especially for the summer months. All right, guys. Well, we're going to wrap it up. For all of you out there, sit tight. We're going to be right back with a very fun, lighthearted set.
Thank you.
The world could always use a little more kindness, a bit of patience, some understanding. In complicated or stressful times, great customer service can go a long way. Here's to all of those who make sacrifices for the greater good.
Thank you for calling Armstrong. My name is Christina.
My daughter happens to be one of them.
Sending files, watching your favorite shows, adjusting your smart thermostat, calling mom. There's so much you can do today, it's amazing. But how do you manage all that new technology? Armstrong gives you control of your home network and all the entertainment that makes your world go round. If you need help, we're easy to reach for support too, by phone, web, or at our service locations. Armstrong is here to make everything work for you. Armstrong, keeping you connected.
Hello, everyone. We're Paz and Ukulele Eddie. We're here to entertain you for a little while. Hope you enjoy our music. The first song's a song by a group called Lighthouse. It's called One Fine Morning. One fine morning, girl, I'll wake up, wipe the sleep from my eyes, go outside and see the sunshine, then I'll know or realize that as long as you love me, girl, we'll fly. On that morning when I wake up, see your face inside a cloud, see your smile inside a window, hear your voice inside a crowd, calling, come with me, baby, and we'll fly. Yeah, we'll fly. Yeah, we'll fly. We'll fly. Yeah, we'll fly. On that morning when I wake up, go outside and live our dreams, buy candies made of stardust, little dolls dressed up in moonbeams. Everywhere we go we'll laugh and sing, kiss you morning, noon and night, and the universe will smile on us, 'cause they know that our love is fine. Yeah, we'll fly. Yeah, we'll fly. We'll fly. Yeah, we'll fly. We'll fly the east, we'll fly the west. There's no place we can't call our own. We'll fly the north, we'll fly the south. The planet will become our own. Yeah, we'll fly. next song is a song, it's from the mid-1960s. It's from a group called the Hollies. It's called Bus Stop. Stop one day, she's there, I say, please share my umbrella. Bus stop, bus go, she stays, love grows under my umbrella. All that summer we enjoyed it, wind and rain and shine. That umbrella we employed it, by August she was mine.
Every morning I would see her waiting at the stop. Sometimes she'd shop and she would show me what she'd bought. Other people stared as if we were both quite insane. Someday my name and hers are going to be the same.
That's the way the whole thing started. Silly, but it's true. Thinking of a sweet romance beginning in a queue. Came the sun, the ice was melting. No more sheltering now. Nice to think that that umbrella led me to a vow.
Every morning I would see her waiting at the stop. Sometimes she'd shop and she would show me what she had bought. Other people stared as if we were both quite insane. Someday my name and hers are going to be the same.
Bus stop for what day she's there, I say, please share my umbrella. Bus stop, bus go, she stays, love grows under my umbrella. All that summer we enjoyed it, wind and rain and shine. Nice to think that that umbrella led me to a vow. That was lovely, Eddie. You did a nice job. Thanks. Okay, this next song is an original that I wrote. It's called Steel Coaster, and it's about the roller coaster at Kennywood Park, the Steel Phantom, and which was voted one of the top roller coasters by a roller coaster website somewhere. And so kind of has a double entendre. But it's really fun, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I climbed aboard, you said, hold on tight.
Hold on tight.
Trembling all over, but you made me feel alright.
You made me feel alright.
Started off slow,
So very slow.
then you pulled me to that summit.
You pulled me all the way.
When we got to the top,
Yeah.
you caused me to plummet. Screaming down the hill and I was calling your name. My heart was really racing and my body aflame. My hands were all trembling and my legs were all numb. Ooh, baby, you're a real steel coaster. We did a loop-de-loop and pulled a hairpin turn. Every movement that you made would cause me to burn. You threw me in the air and then you rocked me side to side. Never in my life had I such a thrilling ride. I thought that such a deadly sin. You set my mind reeling with thoughts of ecstasy. Ooh, baby, you're a real steel coaster. Where do I buy my ticket? Any repeat rides? We did a loop-de-loop and pulled a hairpin turn. Every movement that you made would cause me to burn. You threw me in the air and then you rocked me side to side. Never in my life had I such a thrilling ride. The feeling you gave me really took my breath away. I stop and think about it every minute of the day. You are the ultimate amusement that is oh so fine. Ooh, baby, you're a real steel coaster. Steel coaster. Steel coaster. Steel coaster. Steel coaster. Steel coaster. Alrighty. So this next song, half of the song we learned from a clown on YouTube, which there are a lot of clowns on YouTube, but this is a real clown. I'm sure you've seen him. His name's Puddles. He's wonderful. And one of the better singers I've ever heard. So what this is he took the tune to Pinball or Folsom Prison Blues and put the words to Pinball Wizard. Well, we took it a step further, and we took and made the tune to Pinball Wizard and put the words to Folsom Prison. Okay, it's kind of confusing, but it's fun. You'll get a kick out of it.
Ever since I was a young boy, I played the silver ball. From Soho down to Brighton, I must have played them all. But I ain't seen nothing like him in any amusement hall. That deaf, dumb and blind kid sure plays a mean pinball. He stands like a statue, part of the machine, feeling all the bumpers, always playing clean. He plays by intuition, the digit counters fall. That deaf, dumb and blind kid sure plays a mean pinball.
I hear the train a-coming, it's rolling round the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on, and that train keeps a-rolling down on to San Antone. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry.
He ain't got no distractions, can't hear those buzzers and bells, don't see no lights a flashing. He plays by sense of smell, he always gets a replay. I've never seen him fall. That deaf, dumb and blind kid sure plays a mean pinball. He's a pinball wizard, there's got to be a twist. A pinball wizard's got such a supple wrist. He's a pinball wizard, his score shoots even more. Yes, it does.
Alrighty, this next song is a song that was recorded by the Monkees, and it's about suburbia. I've always lived in the city, and I never quite understood suburbia. I actually wrote a song about that. But anyway, so this is a song original, like I said, recorded by the Monkees. It's called Pleasant Valley Sunday. This next song is a song that we know by a group called Cake. It features Eddie on vocals, and it's a really fun Eddie.
Some people may know it by Willie.
No, Willie doesn't do this.
He doesn't
one.
do this. Willie doesn't.
No, never mind that.
Never mind that. Cut that part out.
Cut. Okay. Anyway, go ahead.
Cake. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Stick shifts and safety belts, bucket seats have all got to go when we're driving in the car. They make my baby seem so far. I need you here with me. easy to get right next to you. I say, baby, scoot over, please. And then she's right there next to me. I need you here with me, not way over in a bucket seat. I need you to be here with me, not way over in a bucket seat. Well, a lot of good cars are Japanese. When we're driving far, I need my baby, need my baby next to me. Oh yeah, let's keep this train rolling. Stick chips and safety belts, bucket seats have all got to go when we're driving in the car. They make my baby seem so far. I need you here with me, not way over in a bucket seat. I need you to be here with me, not way over in a bucket seat. Yes, a lot of good cars are Japanese, but when we're driving far, I need my baby next to me. Stick 2, 3, 4. Stick chips and safety belts, bucket seats, they've all got to go when we're driving in the car. They make my baby seem so far. I need you here with me, not way over in a bucket seat. I need you to be here with me, not way over in a bucket seat. I need you to be here with me, not way over in a bucket seat.
Eddie. Yay. This is our last song. It's a disco song, and we have this lovely disco background just for this disco song, but we actually brought a disco ball. Look how shiny. This is our lovely disco ball. You guys are welcome to dance wherever you are. Get up and get your feet up, back up off the floor. Feet up, something off the floor. Hey, Eddie, you got it, honey. At first I was afraid, I was petrified, thinking I could never live without you by my side. And I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong. And I grew strong, and I learned how to get along. Everybody dance, 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 dance. dance, dance. And now you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed that stupid lock. I should have thrown away that key. If I had known for just one moment you'd be back to bother me. Oh, now go, walk out that door. Don't turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbyes? You think I'd crumble? You think I'd lay down and die? Oh no, not I. I will survive. As long as I know how to love, I know I'll be alive. I've got all my life to live. I've got all my love to give. I will survive. I will survive. Hey, hey. Hoo! Only the Lord could give me strength not to fall apart. Though I tried to mend the broken pieces of my broken heart, and I spent so many nights just feeling sorry for myself. I used to cry, and now I hold my head up high, and now you see somebody new. I'm not that chained up little person who is still in love with you, and you felt like dropping in and just expect me to be free. And now I'm saving all my loving for someone who's loving me. Oh, now go, walk out that door. Don't turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbyes? You think I'd crumble? You think I'd lay down and die? Oh no, not I. I will survive. As long as I know how to love, I know I'll be alive. I've got all my life to live. I've got all my love to give. I will survive. I will survive. Hey, hey. Happy past the audition.